Completely devastated, Johnny refused to let Crash die. Willing to risk it all, he turned to the one person who could fix everything.
Everyone's favorite problem solver, Satan!
Hail Satan!
This
What's going on, everybody? This is
Marie
and Reso saying hello and welcome back to another video. Today we have a death battle that we're gonna do, and it's Ghost Rider versus Lobo. Don't know who Lobo is. I know who Ghost Rider is, and I just know it's Marvel versus DC. So,
I know who Ghost Rider is. Yeah, I don't know who Lobo is.
but
I was really thinking about it too.
Yeah, we're gonna find out right here in a second. I know it's a little late that we're giving this out, the death battle one. We're gonna try to make sure to get these out as soon as they drop for y'all, because I know y'all be waiting. Yeah, just
We're
stuff.
sorry.
Yeah, stuff happens. But we're gonna get right into this video. But before we do that,
make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, and just stay up on what we got coming for you.
here we go.
The Ghost Rider, Marvel's relentless spirit of vengeance.
And Lobo, the space-hogging main man
Hey,
of
why you got
DC
dreadlocks?
Comics.
I didn't know that.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
That's great. Oh well. The animated
Even at a
version
young
didn't,
age,
but
Johnny
just a
Blaze
minute ago
lived
he
life
did.
on the edge. Son to the accomplished cyclist Barton Blaze, he was sadly witness to his father's death in a stunt gone wrong.
But he got adopted by another stuntman, Crash Crash Simpson. It's
Oh my
no
goodness, I
surprise
was
that
like,
Johnny
what?
became a stunt performer himself
Crash.
until Crash's wife died in a stunt gone wrong.
Only now apparently aware that motorcycles can be dangerous, Johnny swore to never perform again.
And then Crash got cancer. Damn, even I don't have parent issues this bad.
Completely devastated, Johnny refused to let Crash die. Willing to risk it all, he turned to the one person who could fix everything.
Everyone's favorite problem solver, Satan!
Hail Satan!
This was Mephistopheles, one of the many lords of hell who happened to have a special interest in Johnny's family line. To save Crash's life, he cut a deal with the devil, curing the
Anybody know what
cancer at the
cartoon that
cost
was?
of selling his soul.
Favorite
The
comment.
deal
I don't-
succeeded,
I wanna
and
know.
Crash
I don't
was
know.
healed. But then he died in, well, a stunt gone wrong.
I mean, he's a stuntman whose name is Crash. Should have seen it coming. And after all that, Johnny got stuck with being Mephisto's bitch for eternity.
Mephisto even sandwiched him together with a demonic spirit of vengeance named Zarathos.
Zarathos, ask
Kinda
your
like,
doctor if it's right for you, or your exorcist.
Long ago, Zarathos was a powerful demon who
Mama.
threatened Mephisto's realm. Eventually,
That's right,
Mephisto
I like
defeated
Mama.
him, forcing him into eternal servitude.
And with their power combined, Johnny and Zarathos roamed the world, punishing the wicked as the embodiment of a death metal album cover, the Ghost Rider. Ah!
At the
Oh
end.
god, that's
Come
terrifying!
right here.
Well, sure,
Yeah,
his
he can't
visage
rewind
instills
himself.
fear unto many.
What? No, Ghost Rider looks awesome! I'm talking about Nick Cage.
Agreed. Anyway, as the Ghost Rider, he became one of the universe's greatest threats. He has superhuman strength and speed, and his skeletal body can regenerate
seen the
from
actual
practically any
movie.
amount of
He
damage.
just looks
And if
whack.
Blaze's last name wasn't obvious enough, he can
Movie
shoot
itself.
fire! Oh, but not just any fire, hellfire. The best
Any of y'all
kind
seen
of
the
fire.
movie?
The kind that's
If I-
infused
we
with
should
magic
watch
that
it.
burns not
It's
just your
something we
flesh,
need to watch.
but
Let
bypasses
us know.
conventional
Let us
defenses
know.
to attack your very soul. He can throw fireballs, raise walls of flame, rain fire from the sky, and even conjure weapons and objects out of thin air, such as a demonic shotgun and an infinite stream of chains.
And his badass ride, the Hell Cycle. This baby can look however Johnny wants, but he usually summons it as a panhead chopper. It can respond to Johnny's thoughts, scale walls, and even outrace Thor's hammer Mjolnir.
The same hammer that
Really?
crossed a galaxy and back in a single minute.
You know, I lit my chopper on
How?
fire once.
I didn't know you had a
See, this is
motorcycle.
where I thought it was
Well,
gonna do some
yeah,
math.
until the fire.
Less than a single minute.
Rest in
Well,
peace,
like-
Roadhog.
And back,
At least
so
you
there's
went
that.
out in a blaze of glory.
Yeah.
Like Bon Jovi
Then the
said.
calculation of how
But while his
far
hellfire
Galaxy
and
is,
chains are
you can
vicious weapons in their
approximately
own right,
calculate that.
they're often used to
we don't
ensnare
get
the
that
Ghost
to the
Rider's
person
victims
that
as he
we-
goes in
Yeah,
for
we
a
think
truly
it's gonna win.
diabolical kill. Or should I say, a penance.
The penance stare is basically Hell's timeout corner of pain. Ghost Rider isn't angry, he's just disappointed, and he wants you to think about what you've done, and it to hurt. A lot.
Under the penance stare, the Ghost Rider forces you to relive all the pain and misery you've inflicted on others throughout your entire life. No indiscretion, no matter how minor, is safe from the Ghost Rider's gaze.
So that
Do I get to
time
die
I put
after
ground
that?
laxatives in my 4th grade math teacher's coffee and gave her the
he
shits,
disrespectful.
does that mean the stare would give my soul the shits too?
Not literally, but you would experience the anger, humiliation, and the butt cramps.
So basically eternal damnation, got it.
But should your sins be so numerous and terrible, the penance stare could
love
even
it.
obliterate your soul, leaving you an empty husk.
He said
The stare
internal.
doesn't work on everybody though. You might
Yeah.
survive if you're blind, don't have a soul, draw power from pain, or if you're a weirdo like Thanos who gets off on that shit. Still, Ghost Rider's grab bag of hell powers
Yeah,
let him
like
tear
the
up some of the
curse
biggest assholes in the world. And
he
even
does.
some of the good guys
Bullshit.
like Hulk, Thor, and Doctor Strange.
He's quick enough to dodge bullets or even outright catch them in his teeth. He's powerful enough to create massive eruptions, blow up mountains, and even tear down a skyscraper. The average skyscraper weighs over 200,000 tons.
Survive
That's the
battling
same weight
World
as
War.
1,100
Okay.
blue whales.
Or one ex-wife. I'm gonna write that on her next alimony check.
And given his hellish heritage, he's rather difficult to kill.
Bullets, poison, fire, he
that's
survived
what
it
I was
all.
gonna ask. How do you
Even a
kill him?
beatdown from World War Hulk just got him even more pissed and extra flamey.
Not just that. Remember Zarathos? Johnny Blaze isn't simply a host for the demon, but a limiter for his full power. Throughout his life as the Rider, Johnny has constantly battled Zarathos in the mind, barely holding on to some semblance of sanity. Should his will to resist the demon falter, Zarathos can take full control, and all hell breaks loose. Not literally, but pretty close.
Oh, and plot twist, Zarathos was never actually a demon at all, but an angel of justice. Fire skull head and everything. When he's unleashed, he becomes so powerful, even Doctor Strange wets his robes. And this is the guy who pops supernovas like Pez.
While Zarathos was bonded to another host, they even managed to defeat Mephisto in his own realm. For reference, Mephisto once battled Galactus, devourer of worlds. Stars detonated, galaxies trembled, and the entire universe was at risk, simply as a byproduct of their battle.
And if Zarathos wasn't terrifying enough, he likes to eat souls.
Of course, the Ghost Rider isn't invincible. Johnny is technically vulnerable as an ordinary human being. Even while transformed, the Rider can be killed via holy weaponry.
But Johnny's doing
Holy
alright,
weaponry.
sitting pretty on Mephisto's throne.
I thought he was
I guess
an
things worked out okay for him, even if he's not too keen on being the devil's
Because
bounty
he's the
hunter.
only thing that's
So let
killing
this
him
be a
from
warning.
Hulk.
Should you ever hear the rumble of a motorcycle in the distance and the glow of an ethereal flame on the
Man-made
horizon,
objects
count
can't
your
do
sins,
that.
because the Ghost Rider is coming. And may God have mercy on your soul.
Sorry, all out of mercy.
I wonder if Mjolnir could kill him.
Let's turn the clocks back
That would
to
be
a distant
considered like
era of sin
old
and
weapon.
debauchery.
The
Thor, he will
1990s.
Inspired by the
God.
financial success of Watchmen and The Dark
Or
Knight
the Batman.
Returns, comic writers started churning out grim and gritty
Or the
superheroes by the
Bat.
dozen, like Cable, Azrael,
forgot
and
the name.
Overkill.
Yeah, they were badass looking at first, but I mean, what's even happening here?
It
Exactly,
got
I was
so
about to say that,
absurd
God
that
dang.
someone needed to knock these roided out monstrosities down a peg.
The world needed a hero. No, a parody.
Enter the planet
Parody.
Zarnia, once the brightest beacon of peace and happiness in the universe, until
bring
its
up a
inhabitants
small
were
soldier.
annihilated by a biological catastrophe, leaving only one survivor, the last son of Zarnia, Lobo.
The one that killed all the rest of them.
Real
The
name,
guy whose
innit?
name literally translates in Sarnian
Unpronounceable.
to he who devours your entrails and thoroughly enjoys it. What? Awesome! Why wasn't I named that?
Lobo is so unimaginably evil
Wait, is
that
it-
his birth caused the midwife who delivered him to go insane. The first Zarnian to do so in 10,000 years.
Some even think that Zarnia was so perfect and good, the universe made Lobo to balance things out. Hey, didn't you say the same thing about me when we first met, Wiz?
That I did. Simply
Was a
put,
little
Lobo
kid?
was unique
Okay,
and
no,
desired
he's
to
grown
be
up.
even more so. Thus, he ensured he was the only
He doesn't
Zarnian
have
alive
locks.
in
He
the
doesn't have
universe.
I fragged the rest of the planet for my high school science project. Gave myself an A.
Yeah, he's definitely insanely
There
awesome.
you go.
Lobo left the desecrated
Really
corpse of his
awesome?
former home to become a bounty hunter, probably because it's the only profession that legally allows him to murder.
Don't worry, he'll murder you illegally too. Lobo doesn't discriminate. He even has a special gender-neutral insult in the name of my next motorcycle, Bastich.
My bike! Right in the back.
Anyway, Lobo's bagged some pretty crazy bounties across the universe, including Santa Claus, 2 near omnipotent dwarf gods, and even things that don't exist, apparently.
And Lobo's Zarnian physiology is just as absurd to match. He possesses godlike strength, speed, and invulnerability, so much so that he can tear through hordes of superheroes like nothing.
And
Should he
enjoy it.
somehow suffer damage, he also has an impressive healing factor.
He's like if Superman and Deadpool had a baby, which is a lot more terrifying when I say it out loud.
Did somebody say Deadpool?
Go away! There. He's gone. Whoa.
Wow, I didn't think you had it in you.
Oh, honey, that's not true. Haven't
Exactly.
you heard?
You can't kill him.
No one's ever really gone. See you later.
I swear to God I'll kill him someday.
So, you had the replacement plan on that TV, right?
Right.
Back
Yeah.
on topic, Lobo can regenerate from a single drop of blood, and each one he sheds will actually grow into a completely new Lobo. No, I'm not making that
Sarah.
up.
No wonder there wasn't any war on Zarnia. Nobody can kill
So
these
annoying.
friggin' best
Oh, that is
stitches.
so
It
annoying.
helps that he's also a super genius who knows well over 17,000 languages. He can perform complex physics equations in his head quickly enough to catch the Flash, and can build planet-destroying weaponry out of garbage.
His brain is no joke. He can resist mind control because he's too ornery, and he's got so much willpower he can literally walk through Green Lantern constructs. You
Okay,
know
so-
those
okay,
things
so if he can
powered by
withstand
willpower.
mind control,
And befitting his
then
occupation, Lobo is a
Ghost
master
Rider's
sharpshooter,
ability to
tracker,
do
and
his
can,
little
by his own
thing
admission,
where he
deduce
makes
the
you
weak points in any
rethink
opponent.
everybody who you
Like
kill.
how my shotgun leg jams if booze gets in it.
I would have
Remember
gone
when
with
he
your
said
crippling
that? Like,
alcoholism,
Ghost Rider,
but
like,
sure,
gets
that
into your
too.
soul, whatever,
Lobo may
like,
be a
makes
powerhouse
you
on his
feel
own,
good.
but he also
And,
comes equipped with
everybody-
guns,
it
knives,
shouldn't
swords,
work on him,
grenades, and a bomb that he sent back in time, which accidentally killed the dinosaurs. Whoops.
His favorite is his enormous hooked chain. But when his job takes him across the universe, he hops on his Space Hog, a customized Spaz Frag 666, which has automatic machine guns, responds to his whistle, can fly fast enough to escape black holes, and blasts Born to be Wild. Wait. How can he sing in the vacuum of space?
Oh, that's where you're drawing the line? Not the time he, say, pulled the alien entity Solaris out of the sky, which is as heavy as a star, despite lacking leverage?
I like how he even admits that didn't make any sense.
Using a small to medium-sized star like our
In the
own
comics,
sun
I
as a
don't
reference,
like it.
Solaris should weigh nearly 2 octillion tons, over 300,000 times heavier than Earth.
So, pretty tough to bench press.
How do we wait?
But how about the time he was fighting some rabbits and then he got so face-meltingly angry that he just straight up ate a city all at once? Disclaimer, don't eat away your feelings. It's not healthy. Drink them away instead.
Don't do that. But that is trillions of tons of steel and rubble condensed into a sphere smaller than the palm of his hand. By my calculations, that compressed ball should be over 20 times denser than a neutron star.
Oh God, imagine that coming out.
This unimaginable strength
Yeah.
lets him brawl with the likes of Superman. But that's barely scratching the surface.
Name anybody in DC Comics and it's likely Lobo's kicked their ass. He can even punch ghosts. Sounds like the only thing that can kill this guy is an act of God.
Yeah,
Not
what
even
can kill
that.
him?
After rampaging through heaven and hell, tearing through armies of angels, demons, and what have you, Lobo's bloodlust on a literally biblical scale got him banned from the afterlife. As in, death was told that Lobo's soul was not to be collected.
So he just can't die now?
Not in the traditional sense. He's had his head disintegrated, been reduced to a skeleton, even been turned into a spirit that just kept on fighting until he got his body back.
The only thing that has ever really held the big lug back is his weirdly consistent integrity. Namely, he'll always keep his word no matter what. Seems pretty weird for a cosmic madman, but he also loves dolphins and will literally go to hell and back to protect them, so
I don't
who
know.
even knows
I don't
anymore?
know who I
He's
wanna
not
go with.
without his failures, though. his greatest of which was perhaps something entirely out of his
like
control.
He can't kill. He
His
can't be
reboot.
killed.
What the hell is that scrawny, emo, Edward Cullen-ass looking dork?
That's New 52 Lobo, a serious, tortured, modern interpretation. Everything that Lobo was meant to be a parody of.
Thankfully, someone at DC developed a sense of irony and literally shelved this loser.
The real Lobo returned better than ever and got back to doing what he does best.
Kicking ass across the universe. He's not just some two-bit alien villain. He's the main man, and the whole universe knows it.
See, someone's
I don't
paying
know.
a heap of cash
I
for
don't
your
know.
carcass, and the
This-
main
this
man
is probably the hardest one
always
I've ever seen.
delivers.
Because he doesn't have any holy weapons.
It always, like, the person who can't die always ends up dying. The one that I think
Okay,
can't
so who you
die.
going with?
I'm gonna go with him.
Alright.
And you're going with Lobos?
Lobo of Zarnia.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Lobo. I don't know. I don't think
Just
he's
go
gonna
with
win.
Lobo.
I don't
Go
think he
with
will,
Lobo.
but I'll go with him. Only because he has no way of. But I don't know. We'll see.
Like, I just feel they put that little fact out there too easily.
Beatles, gaze my bounty.
Is that the thing from Sesame Street? What was that?
I didn't see.
You're one ugly freak.
See, this shouldn't work. Yep.
Is that a fact now?
Right, about that.
Oh yeah. Your response is stop.
Uh-huh. What is happening?
Bottoms up.
Oh, he's just turning stuff small because he can do the whole planet.
Oh.
It's done. About time.
Not yet, scuzzball.
He didn't kill him anyway. I'm confused. Oh, I think he was inside the building, so he flushed up the building. And ate him.
You will all die.
Huh, now his fire went blue. Oh wait, who was the angel?
Bastards.
No, never mind. He's gonna be killed by Holy Spirit.
Yeah. Really?
No, that ain't how this ends. Can't be.
Holy fraggaroli. I definitely ain't picking up that bounty now. Lobo of Zarnia, your sins are innumerable. I am here to wreak vengeance upon your soul. No.
I guess it doesn't work when he's dead.
KO!
Damn,
Okay.
that was toasty.
Okay,
Wonder what
didn't see
Ghost
that
Lobo
coming.
tastes like.
Being so absurdly powerful, Lobo definitely held a massive physical advantage
Hold on,
against
hold
the
on.
Ghost Rider.
Yeah, that was obvious. Skullhead took down a skyscraper while Lobo dragged around a frickin' sun. But Ghost Rider survived some pretty incredible things. Almost as incredible as these new shirts from store.roosterteeth.com. Ah!
Time and place, Boomstick.
Come on, we gotta eat.
Even World War Hulk couldn't finish him off, and Lobo didn't typically carry any holy weapons, which meant he really did not have a good way of
Told
killing
you.
the Ghost Rider.
That's exactly
Yeah,
what
but
I'm
who
thinking in my
needs
head. Like,
holy
there's
weapons
no
when
way
you're
to kill
strong
him.
enough
He
to
doesn't have
crush a
nothing
whole
holy.
city? Couldn't
He
he
has
just
no holy
overpower
weapon.
Johnny?
A good question. However, do you recall how powerful Zarathos was? Zarathos was an equal threat to Mephisto, whose battles tore apart the universe. Once the Ghost Rider released his true power, Lobo's physical advantages hardly mattered anymore.
But hey, the main man was super smart and probably could have figured out Johnny's weaknesses. But how is he gonna escape to find a holy weapon somewhere when the Hell Cycle outraced
Exactly.
Mjolnir?
Which once crossed the Milky Way and back in under a minute, a feat more than 100 billion times faster than
Here you
light.
go.
More than capable of keeping up with the Space Hog.
They were both as unkillable as you can get. But since Lobo was banned from the afterlife, how could he ever lose?
This is where the fine print matters. Death was banned from reaping Lobo's soul, but that doesn't mean the soul itself could not be destroyed. This is where our research surprised us the most. It turns out the Ghost Rider had 3 different methods of specifically targeting Lobo's soul.
His Hellfire could hurt the soul directly, and since it ignores normal defenses, Lobo couldn't really stop it.
With trillions of murders on Lobo's hands, the Penance Stare could wield extraordinary power against him. And while Lobo had a high pain tolerance, he did not enjoy fatalistic agony and unending torture so much that he'd survive all of that at once.
Even if he did, Zarathos could just gobble up his soul for a quick snack. The end. Easy as that.
Lobo was undeniably a difficult opponent to take on, but the Ghost Rider's cosmic might, unholy invulnerability, and soul-rending powers gave him the perfect tools to take out the main man.
That poor bastard didn't stand a ghost of a chance. Sorry, I knew that was a Lobo.
The winner is Ghost Rider.
Such a reach. Oh, God. Alright. Yeah. Cheesy. Right at the end. Real cheesy.
I am just proud of myself
But yeah.
for
Look,
catching on.
I said the same thing. So,
Well,
we basically both was not wrong. Because I didn't really want to pick Lobo. I didn't want to pick him. Because it made no sense in my head to pick him. But since you picked Ghost Rider, I was like, okay, I guess I'll be over here. I don't want to, but okay. So, yeah. I didn't think he was going to win anyway. So I'm like, he has nothing holy to kill Ghost Rider with. And he said clearly, only way he can die. Something, a holy weapon. I was just confused on how Ghost Rider was going to kill what's-his-face? Lobo, but apparently he did somehow. So,
Blind faith. You would have the blind faith.
I don't care. I knew that it wasn't going to happen like that. I knew Lobo was not going to lose. And we was going to lose.
No, now you said it right.
Yeah. So yeah, guys, who did y'all think was actually going to win this battle here? Drop it down below. Let us know your thoughts. But yeah, that's going to do it for this video. Thanks for watching. We are out.